Karthik, starting with you, what's happening in the GCC space with respect to professional accounting firms?
I think the theme that is emerging is most of the CPA firms that are based in the US, at least I would say the top 20 definitely have a presence here in India. But I would even extend that up to the top 100 firms and even beyond that in some cases. All of them are looking to come to India or a location similar to India, whether it's South Africa, whether it is Philippines or any other locations. But of course, India still remains kind of the go-to destination, I would say, or the preferred destination that they would want to explore. I think that's the evolution that we have seen, especially, and this has probably come through from the pandemic days, and it's also in terms of part driven by what the need is. There's as everybody knows, there's a dearth of accountants and a lot of and I would say students and professionals who are entering into the accounting stream in the US, which is also triggering the fact that there is a lot of work to be done. Business is booming in that regard, but to service that business, you need people and you need talent, and it's just not about throwing bodies in. I think we need talented people capable and having the expertise. I think that's where India really comes in, and I think everybody has seen that, and I think everybody's gotten comfortable, as I would say, globally as well. With India sometimes be considered a kind of a black box. I think that has changed with the success that they're seeing with their peers or with everybody else in the industry, and that's kind of opened people's mindsets, I would say, and it's driven both from a strategy as well as a requirement that we see the trends that more and more firms are looking to India in one form or fashion, some starting off on their own, some tying up with somebody else, and then kind of setting up their shop. But that's a trend that we are seeing emerging in terms of the GCCs. Yes, back end work does exist, no doubt about it. But I think where we are adding up on the value chain, I think that's where the real differentiator comes in. And as we look to build a practice, like with someone who's been in this practice for 18 years, what we did in year two, year three is very different than what we do right now. And how we have grown in the value chain, I think, is where we see, instead of just being someone who is looking as an option, I think India is now becoming a kind of a front and center strategy for pretty much every accounting firm who are operating in and around that space. And that will continue to evolve. How it's evolved from doing basic work to now kind of doing more advisory. Advisory traditionally was a business which probably did move offshore, but I think we have built these capabilities. All teams have built it, and I think we're able to leverage, and people are able to see the value, just not in terms, again, not looking at the cost arbitrage, but really seeing value in what we provide.